Well, as you know, Magis means more.
And you said it means more.
But hopefully in a healthy, integrated, and balanced way.
I think Magis is always more and more and more, and I don't think that's what Ignatius meant.
I think the tendency is, and I know this of myself, to take on more, that more is better.
You know, more doesn't always mean more in terms of a quantity, but more in terms of quality. So it really means more about who a young man becomes in the process.
Our society is incredibly competitive. Our economy is competitive. The way we view ourselves as a nation is competitive. The way we think about going to college is competitive. The way we think about getting a job is competitive. Everything is competitive.
Obsessed with more stuff, more busyness, more in a kind of a compulsive way. I'm almost not sure if we should use the word, no matter how well we define it with kids, no matter how well we try to explain it.
Easiest way for me to motivate kids is through competition. All I have to do, it's the magic button you can push. But it's an incredibly dangerous button to push.
Truly, the tendency is, you know, because this is a very a-personality type place, that we do, you know, we work very hard, and we encourage our students to do so as well, in every sense, academically, athletically, and extracurriculars, which is a good thing. We have great success. The danger in that is that we lose sight of connecting with one another and staying in connection with God.
I think American ears can only hear that initially as meaning do more stuff in a kind of a fear-fed, compulsive way. You know, more is better. You know, in an almost addictive way, and that's not what Ignatius means.
I think what Ignatius means, and how that applies to young people, is what are you doing, and how can you do that better?
Everything that you do, you have to put all of yourself into, and even when you think there isn't any more of yourself to give, there's always something more that you can do.
Magis could be, for me, doing one thing all year long. And if I do that one thing to the best of my ability and help out people and do everything I can for that one thing, I feel as if I was Magis.
Young people tend to have the fire of Magis in them naturally. I think sometimes that fire of Magis is sort of snuffed out later in life, I don't know, by pressures of life, by stress, or I don't know what, but young people seem to have this sort of fire and passion and zeal just sort of naturally. I think
living the Magis is about intention, our meaning and our purpose for choosing to do something. And that might mean doing more things, but I think it's more importantly about the depth of how we live and how we do the things that we're already doing.
And so to go beyond what's adequate and what's okay, and to do that which is most pleasing to the Lord, which may also be most demanding, most challenging.
You know, does he become more whole? Does he become more integrated? Does he become more healthy? If he's able to do that within the framework or context of community, then we're beginning to help him to achieve the Magis.
But there was a part of me, and it's still there, where it's not just the question I wanted to be a good principal for God or the students. I wanted to be known as being a good principal. I wanted people to realize, I wanted them sort of when I wasn't around to say, wow, he's one hell of a principal. And so I would question that motivation. I think it gets at the point of Magis and why. Are you doing the Magis because you want to look good, or are you doing the Magis because it's the better thing? It's what God deserves.
How can you take your gifts, your talents, your abilities, and serve the world better? So it's not about more activities, more studying, more college applications. It's not about this more in that sense, but it's more about doing what you do well and noticing the places that you're being invited to do better.